Wog. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Roleplay. I'm your host, Duhad. I'm
She
joined
took
by...
$100,000 out of her purse and just handed it to him.
I'm joined by Zombie Cam, who's excitedly reading articles on Clickhole. And our GM, Belial.
Hi, I'm here. I exist.
Indeed. Our glorious and beautiful friend, Winter.
Yay, compliments.
He's a player. Of course, the effervescent Time Knight, who I don't believe is in the game, but is just here for moral support.
Yeah.
We're gonna need it.
And of course, the actual last player, the one and only, had to take a second to actually remember your name, Morath. Because both,
I feel loved.
Well, both all my memories of you and also your Skype name both have a name that you would rather we not use on the recording. So
Yeah, fair point.
So we pick up where we left off with our heroes having recently caused. Let's see. We recently got some organs back. We caused
Destruction.
We got 2 organs back.
Yeah, we got 2.
We lost 1. We destroyed another building, thereby basically ensuring that the order is going to come down on us like a goddamn hammer. And let's see here. Right, we got
Julius.
Yeah, we got Hell's Bells. Why am I blaming on this guy's name? We got Buckethead's organ back and found out that he's actually Major Tom's son. We got back the organ belonging to Mitch, I think.
Yeah, Mitch got his back.
Yeah, Mitch's organs got back. The rest of the party is unaware of it at this point, but Morath's character Murdoch has lost his organ, and we are still in the dark as to whether or not Madison's organs are intact, or whether or not Buckethead even managed to, get to the puzzle before being killed or incapacitated by the stand user defending it. And we return to our heroes now as they, leisurely race off to try and find Buckethead and make sure we got Madison's organs.
Do we not want to bring back other people?
Also to return his organs to him, I guess, but I guess it's sort of like also a thing, but more importantly, to figure out about the dying little girl in the hospital who we're trying to save. Really harrowing stuff.
Yeah, the little girl,
Innocent little child in a hospital bed.
Yeah, but never did anything wrong.
Never did anything wrong in her life, and we're going to try and save her. Unfortunately, she is probably going to die. But use that as motivation to do better.
Well, regardless, it's up to y'all what you want to do. Do you wanna go revive Edward and Bailey, or do you want to go and get the organs?
I vote we go and I just realized I've recently been bonding with Madison. So as much as Allison wants to, go and revive, closest thing she has to a best friend, and also Edward, which is not a dish on Edward. It's just that he's also there, But she's currently with Madison, and she recently bonded with Madison, so Allison's like, we got to go and make sure we got Madison's organs. Also, I'm sure Buckethead will probably be wanting this back.
Buckethead can wait. We should go get Edward.
Are you sure? It's putting your life at risk.
I'll be fine.
You're very brave, and you care very much for your friend. I respect that about you, Madison.
Really nothing I haven't dealt with before.
You're so brave. I'm really, for some reason, I'm having flashbacks to my own boss. and the setup that was happening to her. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But
what a weird thing.
What a weird turn of events, but you're right. We should go and save Edward and Jacqueline.
Bailey.
Holy fuck, my brain is like
Bailey.
Bailey's
the one that needs to save.
Bailey, of course, yeah.
Remember your own best friend.
Hello, how's it going?
Well, I remember my own best friend's name. I was like, well, okay. Also, I had trouble remembering her name, but also, then yes, we also going to say Bailey. But yeah, let's go. Bum ba-dum, ba-da-ba-dum.
Are you taking a car? Or you walking? I can't remember.
Oh, we're driving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Daisy
So
is
as you're
rolling.
driving on the road, you drive all the way back up the place and down the street from the building. Suddenly, from around the corner, and you pump on the brakes just barely before you can hit it, and it looks like Perez. Just like she just stumbled out in front of you, and she's like holding her arm and it's limp as if someone had just broken it.
Who's driving?
That's
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Well, I have a car. And if Jacqueline's not with us, it's probably in my car.
All right.
So-
So are you? So you're driving. So you're the one who has to actually like make the decision as to what you want to do, because we just saw that woman who tore out all of her organs. She looks beat up. She just wandered at the
I'm
center
gonna
of
hit her with the
road.
car.
Fair enough.
Yes!
Beep,
We've
beep.
established.
Dun,
We have
dun,
established
dun,
the psychic link.
I'm gonna hit her with the car to knock her on, essentially to send her tumbling further until she's knocked out.
Oh my god, it's fucked up.
Okay, so you're not running
Okay.
over her, but you're basically like ramming her and then stopping to like just
Yeah.
throw her into the road.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to squish her.
I mean, we might still accidentally kill her just because she's getting hit by a fucking car on the highway, but you know, at least we're not ensuring it by then running over her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Roll me a drive real quick.
13.
Alright.
She attacks
Cool.
the car, successfully stealing its engine.
She steals the engine and throws it through the windshield, decapitating the entire party. Game over,
Oh,
everyone.
no.
But Ed is...
Oh shit, I just realized we set this up to where even if everyone died, there's still enough players to finish up.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yep.
No, no, but yeah. So you end up driving in such a way you're able to work out correctly enough to where you can you judged how quickly you needed to go to actually fucking incapacitate her without actually killing her.
Mm-hmm.
So, with a few dozen thumps, she's now unconscious on the ground.
Alright. I'm gonna get out of the car.
Mitch will, as well, make
She's
sure
still
he doesn't
alive,
try
right?
to kill her.
Is she still
Yeah.
conscious?
Yeah, well, no, she's not still conscious. You ran her over with a car.
She's unconscious but alive.
She is alive, but unconscious.
Allison, as you're getting
So-
out of the car, calls her to you like, we should, I feel like we should leave.
Well, I mean, we could. But you see, the one thing that she didn't count on is the fact that I'm a universal recipient.
Yeah, no, it's not that. I really think we should leave.
Oh, no.
No, like,
I'm
I mean,
gonna.
now.
I'm going. Like, you can take the car. I'm just gonna take her organs.
I don't know how to drive.
All right. I'm gonna throw her into the back of the car and then drive off.
Hurry,
Oh,
hurry, hurry.
before you do that,
I was about-
several figures step in front of the car.
Oh,
Allison like hurries
Do I
into
recognize
the,
them?
into the driver's seat as they do so.
do I recognize them?
No, but Allison does, and
Yeah.
so does Mitch.
Oh god.
Hey, Mitch,
Oh no.
your boss is here.
Oh god.
So you're in the way of my car. Anything I can do for you?
Please don't talk to them like that.
You hear the sound of the car starting to back up very, very quickly.
Mitch jumps into the passenger seat.
It's already closed. And like
Dude, he just
Allison is
slams
holding
against
Madison's
the
head down
side.
below the actual the actual thing. Like she's basically leaving you all behind, but trying to do so in such a way where like Madison is not clearly visible.
Madison is very frustrated with these people getting in her way.
Mm-hmm.
But hi, is there something I can do for you?
Yes.
And what might that be?
The little girl. The one you've been traveling with. I'm looking for her.
Parental guardian?
Something like that.
I doubt that.
Can Madison see this conversation? Hear
like,
this conversation happening?
You can probably.
Well, it depends. Did you stay in the car, or did you get out?
I'm. I don't know. So everyone got out to. We got out to grab the girl. Threw her in the car. Now we're all in the car again. Taking.
No. We didn't.
No.
We,
Allison
got
then
to the
drove
car.
off.
Yeah.
So
Allison's
and
trying to
I'll
drive
let you
off
know.
while
we
the
even
rest of
got
them
to
get out. Because
her.
like, basically, as soon as the people showed up, she was like, "Fuck it, we gotta get out of here." Madison, we gotta go.
Oh well, Madison
So-
would have gotten out to help
All right.
put
Then
Perez
she's just driving
in
off
the
on
back
her
of the
own.
Yeah, she's all alone, and you're there. Oh, I'm good.
So,
So
you
Simon
want
looks
to live
at Madison and
properly.
says, "Her."
All my
yeah.
reports have been on time and proper.
She looks at you. You've also destroyed half this town.
I'm gonna be fair to him. It wasn't him.
Then who was it?
Or, honestly, a bunch of people misusing stands.
She looks from you to the rest of them and then back to you and says, "I'm aware of that fact."
Largely, our group has been trying to run damage control.
Really?
Yeah.
She walks forward
I'm not saying
slowly.
we're particularly good at it.
Yeah, she's walking towards you slowly, not like in a sort of threatening manner, but like you actually see that one of her arms is, like the sleeve of one of her arms is just kind of dangling at her side. It seems extremely limp.
Like, just earlier today, we were trying to save somebody's life, and this woman took out our organs. Our organs!
Yes, I noticed. That's why she's currently got a broken arm.
And why I'm going to take out her kidneys. Now,
So,
You would have difficulty with that. Or rather, you'd have difficulty implanting them into your own system.
that's probably true, which we've got directions on how to do that, but honestly,
I think you
it's
misinterpret.
doable.
I mean that she like tilts the battered woman over and reveals a large purpling bruise, like in one of several impacted into her side. I mean that her kidneys will no longer be functioning for her or anyone else anytime soon.
Oh, well, isn't that rude?
I believe
But
we
yeah.
ran into a similar difficulty with her that you did. The difference being that I decided to repay her in kind.
The woman in white plaided clothing next to B quickly makes a head gesture, and then B nods before the woman stands over Perez before suddenly shoots of what appears to be like weird light just shoots through her head as if they were basically shot from a gun.
Which one is directly his boss, or is it someone else?
You know B as being the head honcho.
The head-
Yeah, this is basically like you
Yeah.
you technically had a middle manager at a Microsoft store, but then Bill Gates shows
Yeah.
up.
Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to be sure that that middle manager wasn't there as well.
No.
No.
This is Bill
So-
Gates and two of his board of executives, essentially.
Okay.
So, honestly, I'm probably going to die in a little bit. So,
It's entirely possible.
well, I mean, she made sure it did. My organ is no longer functioning. Now,
My sympathies.
no worries. I've not exactly come to terms with it, but I've realized that I have some things I want to do beforehand.
I can
Most of
appreciate
which
that.
was going to be trying to take her kidneys and make sure that she's the one that dies a slow, painful death instead of me. Now,
I'm sorry to have robbed
you've
you of
already
that
taken
opportunity.
care. You've already taken care of the second half of that. Thank you. But I do want you to understand that a lot of the stuff that's been happening hasn't been the fault of the members of your order.
Where
And trust me,
are they?
I'm not exactly a big fan. But I am going to say that there's been less of theirs that essentially what's going on is a huge power struggle and certain people trying to come up on top of it that are using essentially the most undetectable and potent weapon in the general civilian arsenal to do so.
And that would be
Stands.
stands. And she kind of sneers slightly. It's always stands, isn't it? I assume that you are all
Dude, I
stand
didn't know there was
users
a giant
here.
mafia of people. I didn't know there was a whole mafia of people that were using them. I knew there was a mafia. I just didn't know that they had these.
You were correct to assume that there isn't a mafia that is using them. Though I suppose that is a matter of semantics.
Right.
But you do seem to have been doing things for the good of the town. I can respect that. Allow me to formally introduce myself. And she whips her arm out a little, brushing the long black sleeves from her one apparently good arm, and holds it out to you delicately. B-52.
Newton Murdoch.
She.
I'm going to. I'm going to give her like the gloved hand, very heavily gloved hand.
Of course. Newton Murdoch.
Yes.
I've heard of you.
Oh, please tell me. Please tell me it's something good.
Well,
I doubt it, but please. I'm a dying man. Give me this wish.
Balil, what exactly what exactly has been known of Newton Murdoch?
See, what you know about all of the news stations that's been recently talking about, especially the ones in the Georgian area, have been talking about a weird suspected terrorist known by the name of Newton Murdoch that has been recently caught up in an investigation in this area.
And like little sprinkles of stuff from reports from Mitch about.
Oh yeah, such
Madison.
as a connected him and his supposed accomplices are connected with a gassing of a school, some weird chemical release at a school, an exploding car, a building that somehow that passersby swear was lifted up and smashed on the ground a mile away. Just crazy shit.
She's going to try and like grasp you by the wrist and pull you in closer to like look you directly in the eyes.
He will let that happen, but like go along with it so that it looks like he's anticipating it.
Fair enough. She does not seem to mind that. When she grabs you, her skin, like to the touch, like when you actually feel it touching your own, is cold, very, very cold. Like it basically, like, her blood temperature just seems to be kind of shit, and like you can even actually feel a very slight shiver, as if what she's wearing right now is, despite looking very large and kind of bulky, not particularly well insulated for the cold.
Especially since it's winter right now.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
her robes look large and comfortable, but apparently they're not as warm as you'd imagine.
Yeah. This woman looks almost 70.
Yeah, she looks like she's in her late 60s to early 70s, and her gray hair, while pulled back tightly, cannot hide the the fact that it's that like she looks old and worn.
Mm-hmm.
Murdoch,
Yes.
have you been blowing up schools?
No.
Just the one.
Like, so here's my thing, right? I can tell you exactly what happened.
I'd love to
First
hear
off-
that.
So, essentially, there was this stand that whenever it would punch things, those things would have would lose their molecular cohesion in a violent manner. That thing punched my car.
I'm very sorry for your car.
So am I. Luckily, I have insurance. And honestly, the payout's not going to come till either after you or somebody else, or just time kills me at this point. But,
Extraordinarily likely.
yes. So, essentially, a bunch of people with really, really potent stands have been causing all of these things to happen. Would you like to see mine?
I would be delighted to. Though I have to
Right,
warn you,
his bow-
if you show me yours, I might have to show you mine.
Oh, non-violently. I can do that. Hold on. He's going to summon his bow in the hand that isn't currently being grasped.
Fair.
I'm gonna grab some
That's it.
real fast along.
Mitch is stunned to see the head honcho herself come to the situation.
Alright.
Oh, the best part is the fact that she has the other two next to her, both of
Oh,
which
yeah.
have been silent this whole time and seem to be taking a step back as if they're going to just be observers for this.
Yeah. You see in the
Mitch also takes a step back, not wanting to take a piece of this.
Yeah, you see in the background like the van like veering back and forth down the road as the driver vanishes off in the direction you had been traveling.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just this. Just the bow. It shoots silly arrows. Most of them were non-lethal until recently, but I've been going through a tough time, so it changed.
Oh,
And I can't shoot it back.
At this point, Murdoch, you can use both now.
Oh, I can?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's still a third stage to it, but I don't think I'm going to reach that.
You really have an incredible sense of your own potential. So,
Well-
tell me then, Mr. Murdoch, if
Yes.
I were to believe you, and let's assume for the moment that I do, where does that leave that delightful young woman over there? She points directly at Madison.
Her?
Her.
She's been attempting to... Okay, now, still going with the you believing me thing.
Let's continue
Right.
with that for now.
She's been one of the people who's been helping me try to stop it.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm imagining like Madison standing slightly behind
Mitch.
Murdoch,
Yeah.
and so B can see her, but Murdoch is facing away from her, and Madison
Yeah.
is. While Murdoch is explaining how she's been very helpful and kind, Madison is
I wasn't going to say
making-
anything about kind. You're putting words
Well,
in my mouth.
okay, whatever you're about to say.
Yeah.
Madison is like pulling the lower eyelid on one of her eyes down with her middle finger and sticking her tongue out. to make like a making a face at B.
Yeah. B's expression, which has been relatively neutral to mildly kind of like pleasant up to this
Annoyed to
point,
shit.
like hardens and like her, like you can like you Murdoch can see a glint starting to, kind of like her eyes starting to glint as she stares past you. Cute kid. She has a lot of her father in her.
I wouldn't know.
I would.
Never met the man myself.
It's always about
A lot of stuff. I keep hearing about that. A lot. And
You will.
I'm not really necessarily understanding about what's going on there. And a lot of people have lied to me since they came to town. A lot of your people have lied to me since they came to town about exactly what your motives were. So it's kind of not a good way to introduce yourself. Just saying.
Really? Well, would you like me to clarify that point before we continue?
Just a little bit might be nice.
Of course. She, releases your hand and, brushes aside her loose-armed sleeve, revealing it to be completely empty. Says, your father, and she is now focusing her full attention on Madison, did this to me. Not removing my arm, I did that to myself, but drove me to this point. He drove all of us to this point. A long, long time ago, before you were born possibly, your father and I, and a few of our friends, including Bailey, a woman who and she kind of turns and looks back at first to Mitch and then to Murdoch. And again, like
I'm going to say that Allison has Julius with her.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was assuming because she's trying to go in yeah. But yeah, she looks at the other two nominally at the other two heroic characters in the party and says something that you two, the woman that you two allowed to end up in a very precarious position.
We've been trying to rectify that.
I'm sure you have. And I'm sure you can understand how I'm not exactly impressed with what you've accomplished so far. But irregardless,
and she's out of it now.
I should hope for your sake that she is. As I was saying, though, my friends, including her, including your father, including Tom, including Edward's father, we all went off to try to make the world a better place, or at least most of us were trying to. In the end, we were betrayed by your father. He slew Tom. He betrayed all of us. He burned to ashes everything we worked for. He betrayed my trust. He defiled the memory of our master. He took everything that every single one of us had sacrificed for, and used it to put himself on a pedestal that he has sat on since then, building an immediate empire in the Dust Bowl that we fought and died in. Testament to his own ambition and greed. And a tribute to the people who we had to fight to get to that point. He did all of this. All of this. And has never once had to pay a price for it. And his children, every single one of them, has been responsible for untold hardships in their own way. His family is cursed with his own vileness. Here in this very town, under the protection of one of the last truly decent people left in this truly indecent world, even here, under her watchful eye, you, Madison, you have brought a poison here. Since you surfaced, this town has gone to hell. This town has seen terrorism, brutality, and evil. It has seen Bailey put into life-threatening condition. It has seen my own students corrupted and twisted. And it is going to stop.
Question?
Yes.
So, I grew up here, right? And a lot of
I'm
this
so sorry.
seems to be surrounding, instead of her, the death of one of the most powerful individuals within the town. It's been surrounding that and the power vacuum that he left behind.
I'm aware of the logistics of the situation. I am aware of the details. I understand that she herself has not been directly responsible, not through personal action.
Right. And has actually tried to raise money for the people that were harmed by it. Successfully, might I add.
I heard of her little acting experience. She really is her
Winter just,
father's
sorry.
daughter.
Did Winter throw up a little bit in his mouth?
No,
It was a
no,
strange
I'm
sound.
fine. I don't know. I make weird noises sometimes. I'm sorry.
Quite all right, quite all right.
So-
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I was like, Madison did charity work.
Ew, disgusting. Charity.
I'm just gonna.
So,
I don't know. Yeah.
doesn't
Sorry,
that seem
continue.
logically more like circumstance and coincidence than it does?
Coincidence. Coincidence follows the Sanderses like a plague. Even when they don't commit acts of evil themselves, and I am not convinced that that child is anything less than her father's. But even when they are not directly responsible, they bring coincidence and accidents with them. This town will not be safe while she is in it. Now I'll make myself very clear. I'm here to clean up the mess that was caused by everyone here and everyone in that organization that you've been trying to deal with.
Which she's been helping with.
Which she has been helping with.
Okay.
And in acknowledgement for that fact, I'm willing to make one deal, one single offer. Take it or leave it. And by that I mean, take yourselves and leave this town. Never return, never interfere with matters beyond your understanding or ability to comprehend, and allow us to clean up this mess, or we will remove you by force.
So, leave with the girl
With
and never come back.
as long as I never see or hear from any of you, she points at Masson, any of you, I will make this one exception, and I will allow her to leave unmolested, unbothered, untraced. I will not pursue her. I will not look for her again unless she brings more misfortune and destruction. But at that point, it will not be because we have followed her that we will learn about it. It will merely be because Sanders find it impossible to escape the limelight. But that is a matter for the future.
We're going to switch perspectives real quick.
All right.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Allison in the house, right?
All right.
So she fucking pulls up on this shit,
Yeah.
drags Julius out of that fucking car.
And throws open the doors to the house that Edward is in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I have the cure.
Huh?
I have the cure. I have the cure for Edward and Bailey. She
Oh my
drags
god,
Julius.
Julius. And then he's like, all right, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
I have bad news. You get to work. Get to work. Fix them. This is Jacqueline. I have terrible news. The people who originally sent me here have come. I've managed to escape, but Madison and Mitch and Murdoch and that's all.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
They're still back there. I have no idea what's going on, but they could be in terrible danger.
All right. Well, what are we even gonna do about it?
I don't know. Bailey can negotiate something. Once Bailey's healed, she can talk reason to be. Listen to her, but it might be too late for our friends.
Edward comes too.
Is Julius right in front of him? I guess he wakes up. Okay, then he would immediately try to kick his teeth in.
Kick him or just start strangling him?
Oh.
Probably just strangle.
Dude, you'd be funny.
It
would be hilarious if you got him and then you killed him and then Bailey dies because you couldn't cure.
He does not know what has fully happened. So
Edward is a
the last
murderer.
thing he remembers is that guy poisoned her.
Okay, roll me a strength roll for strangling, and I'll roll a resist.
Why you little?
You fuck. 12.
12, huh? Alright, let's see. Wait, what did you add to it?
Double strength.
Oh. Phew, that my brain. Okay, so you got a 12, huh?
I rolled a 6, and I have 3 strength, so 12. I assumed it was just a strength check.
See, he had an 8 in total?
No, I had 12 in total.
No.
Are you doubling strength or not?
I am. I'm saying his roll is 8.
He rolled a 6.
What? No, I'm not talking about fucking Edward.
Oh. What? Oh.
I'm talking about the one who's getting strangled.
Oh, I thought you were talking
to
about
get out of it.
Okay, so
He starts fucking dying in front of you. Like, you're fucking strangling him.
There's probably
Allison
a lot of noise.
and Jacqueline hear the fucking gagging noises. Going,
Hey, get off Edward! Stop strangling him. We need him to cure.
yeah, with
come on.
enough ploy, he will get off.
yeah, now there's bruises on Julius. And he's like...
Why is that asshole here?
He just cured you. Also, he needs to cure Bailey, so please refrain from strangling him before you can do that. And afterwards, also, she pats Julie on the back. Don't kill him afterwards. He's being very helpful right now.
He shudders and tries to gain composure, which he does somewhat.
Yeah, Julius gets up, rubbing his neck a little bit. Yeah, and, obviously it's going to take a little bit of time for him to do it because she's in a more severe condition. But
Yeah.
All right, Julius, take care of her. She looks between Edward and Jacqueline. Jesus, my brain. And basically goes and explains the situation again, ending by saying, "So that's where we're standing right now. Do you think there's anything we can do to help?"
Well, she's gonna when I bring her to, she's not gonna be conscious for a while. So if you have anything that can, like jumpstart her system, like get her brain moving somehow.
Coffee?
Make her tea.
No.
Coffee.
She'd drown if you put coffee in it.
Oh.
I mean, like, I don't know, kind of like an adrenaline.
I don't know. I mean, the best thing I've had is she searches through her pockets. Some money, my clubs.
I'll pay you to wake up.
This little bell that your friend gave me.
Jacqueline snatches out of your hand. She's like, all right, everyone should probably find some cover while this is happening.
That sounds ominous.
She pops it into Bailey's mouth, and then forces Bailey's mouth shut to bite onto it.
Mm-hmm.
And within seconds, Bailey's eyes open suddenly. She fucking jumps out of the fucking couch, and just starts barreling past everyone out the door. Not even paying mind to the door. The door just gets smashed open.
What the hell was that?
My character is going to be so glad he's dead when he sees the state of that place.
Yeah, Julius is just like, I don't know.
Is she gonna be all right?
Julius just has more of a questioning look, and then Jacqueline's like, "It doesn't matter. We just need to get to where your friends are, where everyone is."
He's really not gonna like this, but all right, come on. I'll get us back. I'll get us back there. By the way, does anyone know how to drive?
I do. Well, Jacqueline knows.
Oh yeah.
Ed does. Someone.
It does too.
No, I'm just remembering that my second car was just in the hands of somebody who didn't have a license.
Great, because the the car's running, but I don't think it should take much more of a beating, or else it might stop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
She hands you the keys and follows you out the door.
Yeah. Ed's gonna go make sure Bailey isn't steam plowing herself into a wall or something.
That's what we're doing. We're following the Hulk down the fucking in our car.
Let's go.
Oh God.
If it's that bad, then yeah, we need the car.
Yeah, we're gonna return back to the back to the confrontation.
Yeah.
While they're getting here.
So after getting her ultimatum, she, points at Madison and says, "What do you say, daughter of Sanders?"
Madison holds her arms out to her sides and says, "For talking such a big game, you seem awfully afraid of some little 10-year-old.
I'm not afraid of you. I'm just giving you one opportunity to leave here before I have to do something permanent to you."
Madison, take the deal.
Madison looks at Murdoch and then looks back to B, says, "I'm afraid I can't chain myself to someone else's will. I have unfinished business here," and then I'm going to attack B.
These actually looks like vaguely surprised for like a second as you start charging, and then like
This
sets
is a
yourself into
surprising change.
into the fight position.
It's not what I expected.
Yeah, MCA and the other Plain White T's user Dahlia. I'm assuming like I'm going to take a little bit of a liberty.
She's
here.
not named Dahlia. She's named Deli.
Deli, sorry, God, I'm sorry. Anyway, if unless you have a particular objection, I'd say that the two of them would probably be like moving to basically make the rest of the party like aware of like, hey, don't interfere and like we don't have to get involved, to even the odds.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
At least try and imply it without words.
Yeah,
and...
like basically like they're like intimidatingly like moving to the side, but like folding our arms like we're not getting involved, but you want to like step
just
in.
pillar man that shit.
Yeah, there's douche.
Murdoch has an arrow knocked, but he's not drawing it.
Yeah, it's like
Mitch,
one. Like this is
Mitch
a one.
has colored
This
plastered
has
books.
also changed back into his first stand, not his second one.
Fair enough.
Right.
Okay, hold on. So while you guys work that thing out, these are some real fast. So banter amongst yourselves.
Whoa.
Mitch plasters his board with some nice red paint to
Plasters his dick with some nice red paint.
Does anybody have a copy of the All Flesh Must Be Eaten wrestling book?
I do actually.
Can you send that to me? I lost it when my old hard drive died. So.
No problem.
here's a link to the full drive of All Flesh.
Oh, is the wrestling one in there?
Oh,
It's in there. Yeah. It's next to Witchcraft in my list.
Mm-hmm. These are things that are going to be cut out, by the way.
Maybe.
What do you mean?
Actually, no. No.
Distribution of licensed property.
Yeah, I was.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Fine.
I forgot to turn on music, but oops. Anyway,
Well, after Winter sent the purchase link for the PDF of the Zombie Smackdown
oh boy.
to Zombie Cam.
Okay, what if I clarify the fact that I did actually purchase it the first time around? I just
re-downloading
now?
it is
You're too lazy.
Yeah.
yeah. I just wanted to see if someone else had it.
Isn't it legal for personal use? Because we're personal use.
Yeah, it's a personal. The PDF can be shared for personal use reasons. Just
there it is. See?
Yeah,
like
it's just that we're
Master's
also
Video.
publishing this for
we're not. We're
We're not making money.
Look, we're not.
We're not making money
Yeah, it's
from
not
the
for-
video
It's
itself.
a non-profit
It's-
fan-based tribute to a system that is actually, I think, also like dead technically. Like I don't think Eden Studios is still like publishing. Sadly, that makes me very, very sad.
What a losers.
Their site is still open, so I don't know.
Well,
Well,
I mean,
that
like,
doesn't mean they make new content.
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah.
So,
Regardless.
we rejoin.
But yeah, so what is Madison doing exactly? I'm interested. Yeah, okay. So just as a reference, the latest news from their site was from 2014. I'm pretty sure they're out of business for at least, yeah, probably out of business.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, what is Madison doing?
Okay, Madison is taking an aggressive posture. And she is going to try and stick her thumb in your eye. There we go.
Well, that's certainly.
That's an action.
What a interesting.
All right.
See,
like-
no, I wanted to stick her thumb in your eye, but then I think about the logistics of a 10-year-old girl attacking a much taller woman.
Yeah,
just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So she's going to like try and dodge behind you and then kick the back of your knee.
Okay, go do a good old-fashioned knee kick.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So, how does that roll work?
I don't know.
Okay, it sounds like you're trying to do a counterattack, so I guess like you roll this as a defense, like it's a dodge.
It's an offensive thing. So the way offensive thing is that it means that you cannot roll any defensive action, but you get a +2 to your attack.
Okay, so you're going full offense and trying to do Well, let's roll initiative to find out who actually is like going to be
Sorry.
kicking first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. I'm gonna roll a preemptive initiative real quick for another thing.
Yeah. Maybe I should as well. Just
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can decide. I'm gonna hold my turn and do nothing.
yeah. Just might as well
Hey, hold on, I'm looking at the wrong character
have it
sheet.
rolled.
Okay. Yeah. So. It is 13 for B's total.
15, I'm afraid.
Okay, cool. No, that's fine. I didn't roll particularly well, so you guys go first.
Actually, that would be 16. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, alright, you got it. You're acting first. B's a bit surprised. You got the jump on her. She didn't expect the 10-year-old to charge her.
I'm also going to activate Adrenaline Surge.
No. Fair enough.
I could say that's a justifiable.
This one seems pretty justified to me. Like this is Madison going like fight for your life mode against a much older, much stronger person who is.
Was Madison 16? Was that roll?
Yes.
16? Okay.
Also, I'm going to roll initiative for Neapolitan.
Oh yeah.
That's fair. It's fair.
Yeah.
That
I
was-
love how none of these characters have ever encountered her ability.
Yeah.
So Madison just dashes towards B, and Neapolitan takes off from Madison's shoulder at the same time. Although he's just going to circle around for the time being and not interfere.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting game style.
Your father liked birds too. They didn't. They won't help him either.
I need to find kick.
All right.
Can't find the kick.
Yeah.
Kick
Why
damage.
are
Here it
you-
is. Okay.
Kick damage.
It's a D6, isn't it?
No.
D4 times strength plus 1.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. The only difference between a
That's
kick
the
and
damage.
a
I need to roll to hit first. Oh god.
Yeah.
It's the same as brawling or martial arts or whatever you're using for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 plus 2 plus.
Let me know why am I so bad at writing.
16.
Okay, 16? Alright.
Yeah.
B is going to try to make a dodge on that. So, like, she's not 100% certain yet whether or not you're actually, like, what your whole deal is, so she's being cautious, so, 8 plus...
For all you know, she could have a stand.
Well, she also could be a vampire. She's not ruling anything out right at the moment. Like, I don't think it's
True,
like,
it is winter and there's clouds.
Yeah, so it's possible. Unlikely, but again, she's thinking like, well, you know what?
Anything.
This is a kid. This is the child of Sanders. I'm not taking any fucking chances. So yes, that's 16 total. So what do you roll?
16.
16.
Okay, so we both rolled 16. Tyga's the defender.
Yep. That's how it works.
So she manages to like bounce over your leg kick.
Yeah, which means B is next.
Yeah, you're a pretty good kid. And then she is going to try and punch Madison directly in the face.
The problem is that you can't. Wait, is it that you can't make a defensive action at all?
Yeah, he can't make a
Yeah.
defensive action at all.
Oh, what a
I didn't.
sad-
Oh wait, I didn't add my plus 2.
Oh
for
no,
the-
you actually you would definitely
Aggressive
hit.
posture.
Yeah, so you hit because
Oh.
Or, well, okay. Should I make it a hit or should I?
well, you already called it, so it's going to be a hit,
okay.
and then I'll hit you, assuming you don't like break her leg or anything,
Okay.
which could happen.
Well, She did. So,
And this is adrenaline rush. So
what was the initiative roll of Neapolitan?
7.
Oh, it's just a 7. Oh, okay. I can't believe we have Neo. Really?
Neo has arrived in the battlefield.
Oh my god, it's Neo, the true Neo one. How crazy.
Oh boy. Oh boy, Lucky Ted.
Oh boy.
Strength times 2
Micro.
plus 2. 16 damage.
Nice.
Fine.
Okay, and how much armor do I get from my suit?
Oh. It's, fuck. It's like light armor. God damn it. I forgot to roll it. Not roll it, but put it down. Let's say you get 3 armor.
Okay, that's actually pretty light. But alright, 3 armor defense.
Keep in mind, you did mention that it's really breezy in it.
Yeah, well, that was more of a setup for a different fact about it. Like, it's really heavy, it's just for some reason it's not insulating heat very well. Like, it's made of material that doesn't insulate heat.
Okay. I don't know what the what.
Hold on, let me look it up in the book real fast.
Because to be honest, I just forgot.
That's fine. I'm looking up armor real fast. Armor.
Does it do radiation damage? No.
No. Fuck. How do you spell SWAT real fast?
SWAT.
SWAT.
Actually, hold on a second.
There would probably be full stops.
Okay, here we go.
between
Here we
each
go.
level.
So this would probably count as what do we call it, leather armor.
Fair.
Yeah.
Just to be nice, you don't want to destroy everyone.
Well, I'm saying leather armor because leather armor is really weak. Like, I could call it a much heavier form of armor because technically what I made it out of would actually be closer to chainmail, but let's call it leather armor just for the sake of not being overpowered.
Yeah.
Do chainmail.
Zombie.
You're meant to be the boss. You're meant to be the boss.
You have a stronger boss coming up. Shut up.
I don't care.
Look, if the rest of you are okay with zombies, like, demands for sadomasochism, I can roll it as a chainmail. It's only, like, 5 points higher.
Fine. Whatever.
Okay, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it reduces 9 points of damage. So what was the total again?
16.
Okay, 16 minus 9 is 7 points.
17. Or 7.
Yeah.
Fuck. 7. It does more damage.
That hurts pretty bad. That takes off a pretty decent sized chunk of her total health pool.
She's like, what the fuck is this?
Again, she's like I knew it. Like, I knew you were, like, thanks for confirming my suspicions about you. And she is then going to try and punch you in the face.
Mm-hmm.
So
How do I do? I can't make a defensive roll, right?
You cannot make a defensive roll.
I was about to say, how can I? How do I? What's the actual roll for block? But never mind.
Yeah.
Punch me in the face. Do it.
Right.
Do it.
God, this is a fucking Fight Club or something. Yeah. So she just pops you right in the face.
Can I say one thing? Can I say medicine slams her head into your fist? She just like headbutts your fist at the same
Jesus
time.
Christ. Okay. Hold on a second. Because again, she's actually like not sure about what you are. She's going to like as she like goes to punch you in the face. She actually takes a deep breath, like, and then like hits you straight in the face with a like brilliant, fist. So that's 7 plus 8 is that's 15 plus plus 6 21 Okay.
Can I actually roll damage for like can I make an additional attack as if I made 2 attacks this turn? The second one being the headbutt that does damage to B as well as
Here's the
damage.
thing: if you
to
tried
yourself.
making multiple attacks, you would actually be a -2 penalty for both attacks, and therefore you would have actually failed on first attack.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you had to kind of call these things out beforehand, but like.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just thinking they're coming.
I
to
know
me.
it's a cool thing. It's a cool idea. Don't get me wrong. I think that's super fucking rad. But like just to clarify, this is a rule. Luckily for you, this isn't really a super heavy damage. I should no, I'm not going to include the hitting someone in the face rules because frankly we don't need to deal with that.
Yeah, that would just fucking destroy everything.
Well, it also like makes it so there's basically like we just be constantly going like, oh, I punched in the face, I punched in the face, I punched in the face. Like, no, let's not do that. So yeah, so that's going to be 3 times. What is that? But it's actually before adding multipliers for the combat successes. So this is a +3 before adding multipliers. Belial, what was the rule we added for Hamon use? Actually, it's written on the character sheet. It's double success bonus for people. So that's just going to be a +3. So that's 9 times 3, 9, 18, 27. So yeah, she like punches you in the face for 27 points of damage.
Medicine goes flying backwards.
I
guess you're not a vampire then. And I feel like as you go flying back,
I'm just trying to.
like
27, you said?
Just checked in on you.
Hi.
Yeah. So actually, like,
roll initiative, Murdoch.
Yeah. So it's like as she punches you, she actually like pulls back into like a defensive posture, and goes like, and now my stand has a has a read on you, Sanders. You know, your next attack won't hit as effectively. And she it's like standing ready for you to come back at her.
Zombie Cam, where did you put Madison's HP?
I called it LP at the top. Madison has 15 health left.
Okay, yeah. She's a hardy little girl.
Yeah. So you're like surprised that Madison's still standing.
No,
you
actually, she's
not a vampire now.
Not only is she like surprised that she's still not surprised that she's still standing. Like she's like, okay, that was like phase 1. That was phase 1. That was the warm up. Like she's totally like underselling how like strong she is. Like bring on phase 2.
Time to die.
Time to die.
Like now, let's get the real fight started.
Murdoch, what is your initiative roll?
I did not roll initiative, but I'm gonna roll it now.
Yeah, that way I can put you on the list and basically see if you come up above Mitch or after it or something. We'll see.
Total of 12.
Okay, so you would come after.
Because it's Dex plus your roll, right?
Before Mitch and before Neo.
It's just Dex plus your roll, and you don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Total of 12.
All right. So it's your turn now.
My turn.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
For anyone paying mind to the horizon, there's an angry woman and a car following behind, riding up the hill.
Yeah. I'm gonna get out of the way of the car and pull back the arrow without raising it and be like, okay, that's enough.
Oh, it won't show up. The car won't show up until next turn round, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm moving out of the way because I'm doing it nonchalantly, making it look like I'm just trying to get a better position.
Yeah. I think everyone else is pretty aware of the situation. Yeah. The car is not exactly quiet.
Yeah.
Car's not exactly quiet in the angry woman essence.
It is a hybrid quiet until the bumper dragging along the asphalt is very loud.
So it's like, all right, that's enough.
B shakes her head. That's up to Sanders to decide.
Madison runs at you again. And she's like screaming like some sort of fucking animal, like.
Thanks for skipping.
Is she a werewolf? Not. Perhaps a Wendigo.
There's an exclamation of "idiot child" from somewhere.
Yeah, like from another side, you actually hear like one of her two sidekicks, the one who didn't shoot the person through the head, saying, "Man, she wasn't wrong about Sanders."
All right. So, Murdoch, you're saying
Right.
was you were going to.
And
Yeah.
I was gonna step off the side, and then if Matt, I was gonna hold my initiative, see what happens, but I'm holding an arrow ready. Is
Okay.
holding initiative something you can do?
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
can,
you
you
can
can hold
hold your
initiative, but only for the rest of the turn. So basically, when we go to the top of the order
Yeah.
again, Madison and me will both go. Then you will go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, it's Mitch.
Seeing this and not knowing what it is, he will try to keep it a fair fight by trying to block the road with red paint.
What's red paint do again?
Sticky.
So you're gonna.
He's
Okay.
just gonna
He's gonna
create
like
a
intercept the
roadblock.
woman in the car with sticky paint.
Yeah.
I put the glue down, and now the car will stop on the road.
Oh my god, this is less of like a,
That's
a
his
clever
logic.
JoJo plan and more of like Wile E. Coyote just like painting the road like you.
Hello, welcome to the '60s comic book heroes.
He did learn a lot. Though.
It's
I'm
Silver
gonna
Age.
paint this giant tunnel
When the flash
that's
comes
actually
through
just
here.
on a brick wall.
But you're right, Blue. It's basically like the villain going like, aha! When the Flash runs through here, he'll step into this pile of glue I've left on the floor.
No one can defeat my glue trap.
It's defeated him before,
Oh man,
but he does
That's
not
like-
admit it.
hilariously, that is something the trickster actually did.
That doesn't surprise me at all. I knew one of his villains would have done that. But anyway, but yeah, so
So yeah, he's gonna do
unless
that.
no one else is doing anything, is Neo going to do anything?
No, Neapolitan's staying out of it still.
Okay. So back up to Madison then.
Yeah.
I would like to go for a jump kick, a grab,
Uh-huh.
and then a choke.
Oh shit, you're
To
doing
be
three.
fair,
Wait, hold
okay.
on.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, you're no longer in your offensive posture unless you say you are. So, yeah.
So if you want to do it again, you can do it again. Also, is that are you using a wrestling move or is that 3 different attacks?
3 different attacks.
Okay, shit, alright.
Actually, Madison's going to run towards you.
Okay.
Does a low blow work on a female?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You're punching her in
Vagina's
the
getting
ovaries, not in
punched.
the-
Hurts a lot.
Yeah, I know, but it's not as bad as.
No,
Yeah,
but it,
Punching her in the baby.
yeah,
It
it,
still hurts.
it would still hurt quite a fucking bit. So yeah.
Yeah.
So, Madison's going to run towards you, go for a low blow, at the same time, slide between your legs, then jump up from the other side for a choke, for a grab, and then a choke.
Okay, so do you just want to do like 2 of those? Because keep in mind, it's a -2 for all attacks for each like move you do in a turn. So like if you do 3,
I don't think it's for
gonna
all attacks. I think it's just for consecutive attacks.
be... Okay, so it's still a -4 for all of your attacks. So like
So the first one would be
would be free, but
no minus.
well, no.
Second one would
If
be
you
negative
decide you're
2.
going to perform multiple actions, the penalty applies to all of them. But like, you like basically you have to declare you're going to be making.
No,
all
it doesn't.
Attacks.
It doesn't apply
Okay.
multiple.
So
I read the thing. So you have. So you're doing 3 attacks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one has no penalty, the second one has a -2, and the third one has a -4.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I actually so I do know this one though. If you fail at any of the 3, the rest are canceled.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's a high risk, high reward maneuver. As
And
the
this
wrestling commentators who are viewing this this match are explaining to the fans.
This time I'm going for a balance stance as
Okay.
well. Oh boy.
She's doing her signature move.
Fail me now.
Can I just say this? I'm pretty sure this is about to look like Wind Blow from Kung Pao Into the Fist.
Quite possibly.
I wish I remembered Kung Pao. I haven't seen it in so long. Oh, need to rewatch it.
Your foot to my face style. How do you like that one?
Oh. now I can just think of the Meet the Zoolander or whatever.
Oh God.
Meet the Zohan. No, Don't Mess with the Zohan,
Oh,
which is that
God.
shitty
Alan
Adam
Sanders
Sandler
movie.
film. Yeah, Alan Sanders makes good movies.
He makes good movies. Well, he made the really
Adam
good one.
Sandler made a shitty movie of Don't Mess with the Zohan, and one of the things is smell it, now take it, and then he kicks a guy.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've rolled a 17 for the low blow.
All right, 17 for low blow.
Mm-hmm.
I will roll my defense, and keep in mind my stand has now been activated.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, you
Oh,
must succeed
actually,
anyway. That's
B, your mind's a bit clouded. So
Is your
let
mind
me
clouded?
type
Okay.
a thing real quick.
Sure.
Uh,
I mean, it's probably going to actually hit anyway because I just rolled I just rolled a 2, so
Oh,
like,
yeah, I know.
it probably won't matter.
Either
But
way.
I will calculate, assuming the stand is not in play until. Okay, so sure, that's fine. So then.
And then you must make a difficult willpower test or lose the next 2 attack actions.
Okay.
Oh God.
14
Mhm.
plus martial arts. So she rolls a 20.
Jesus.
Even when at severe
Yeah,
penalty.
even at a 2.
Holy shit!
So basically, like, and because this is an acrobatics thing, actually, sorry, no, it's 19 because I was using martial arts. But the point is, like, she basically does a dive roll over you because she's using acrobatics.
Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum.
Damn.
This is a mistake, child.
Bum, bum,
It's
bum.
time
Medicine-
someone
medicine-
put you in your place, and she tries to kick you in the chest. Like she's gonna do like the big spin
You're
around
welcome.
like roundhouse kick to the chest. Was it like Chuck Norris who did this? He like kicked a dude straight through a fucking cabinet. But like that's basically what she's doing. So like yeah, she spins around and like kicks you straight in the back in like the in the rib cage. That is a
Poor kid.
yeah. Oh my god. Hold on a second. I guess I
That's
gotta pull out my
fitting.
calculator because I'm starting to have trouble mapping. Later Calcutron. Okay.
Keep
So
in mind, a 20 is a +5 success.
oh my god. Yeah. So Jesus. All right. So
Oh my god, that is so much.
plus 6 plus 4 equals 25. Using her crazy Haman Kung Fu skills. So that is I've like so many things open. All right, here we go. With the book, I have the two different character sheets, the music, etc. But okay, so yeah, she roundhouse kicks you with a mind-boggling success, which is a 4-2 damage. That's 6. Wait, also that's actually no, it's a D4 plus 1 before. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, I'm just like okay, quickly remember all these different rules. So yeah, so 2, 3, 5, 6, and 6 times 3 equals. So this time she actually does slightly less damage. She only does 18 to you.
She only does 183 instead of 500.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No, I think this only puts you in like very low negatives.
Yeah.
Very early
I'm
negatives,
going-
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
So Maz is going to have to
What
start
did
taking.
you what did you roll?
She did 16 damage.
No, what did
Oh,
you
she
roll
rolled
for
a
hit?
19 on the attack.
Okay, well I rolled a 19 as well.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, so Taiga's the defender. It does not hit her. You could have told me that before I calculated all the damage.
I was busy calculating my dodge.
All of the
Madison-
calculations.
Okay, so basically,
I spent all of Madison's luck on that.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So
Oh,
basically,
wow.
Kung Fu fighting. is
Madison
happening.
like tries to roll to the side.
No,
Technically,
I
she fails,
super
and then
like
like
this.
falls into a ditch.
Well, I super like this. Because, like, basically, what just happened here was like after getting like punched aside, Madison like charged forward, like slid on her knees, like threw out a punch. B rolled over it, then like spun around and tried to kick her. I can say Allison. Madison like falls back onto her hands, throws herself back up again, having completely dodged the kick.
Now, the best part about this is that all of you hear really loudly, well, not just a car basically fucking grinding to a halt as it slips into like goo, but also the thing. B!
The airbags go off.
Yeah. B! And you see Bailey fucking fuming.
Bailey. Is she walking into the paint, by the way?
Oh yeah, she's basically using the way you walk through water, which is fucking large ass stomps.
Okay,
So-
she's like yanking her feet out of the paint.
Yeah.
Yep.
B, you're alive. I mean, Bailey, you're alive. Fucking hell. Bailey, you're alive.
Yeah, I am.
Thank
And
God.
you're here.
Yes, I came as soon as I heard what happened to you.
Yeah, but you violated our fucking contract.
It was necessary. You were incapacitated, and a house was dropped in the middle of town.
You notice that her eyes are red. Like, visibly red.
Well, Bailey, what is wrong with you?
You're facing away from
Yeah, she's facing away
Madison?
from you.
Well, you-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
And now
Madison's
you're assaulting
standing
a
up.
little girl?
This little girl, and actually, like as she says, this little girl, I'm assuming you're making your attack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, Madison is making the attack. Yeah.
Oh,
Madison
Because
reaches
Madison was
behind
waiting
her
for her
back.
to turn her back so that she could like
Okay.
run over and like basically like backstab. Backstab.
Madison's one of Madison's arms is behind her back, and as she reaches around and pulls it back in front of her, she's holding a fork.
I was right. I was making a shitty joke, and I was right.
Like, this fork has seen so much shit. She's like lit this fork on fire. There's like little
It's like
metal
bent.
splinters stuck to it.
That's going through
Has,
2 chest cavities.
it looks a bit dried. Like a big dried blood. Like, on
Yeah,
the
like B could normally see like this attack coming, but because she's distracted by what's happening with Bailey, she has left herself completely exposed to Madison.
Winter, I want you to decide. Should I jump on her back and stick the fork in her neck? Or should I go for the thigh?
I see Madison going for the thigh.
Okay.
it's do or
Madison,
die.
Try and stab towards the artery on the inner thigh.
God.
Oh, man.
Sorry. This isn't gonna hit. It probably won't hit.
Oh no,
but-
man! She's leaving herself completely open. Just roll, and you're probably going to actually hit her.
Hold on.
Okay.
Just roll a 1.
Next, plus that.
I even know what Allison's probably B's probably going to say about this whole thing.
That's a 19.
All right, yep. That's success levels is a you get to add a +2 multiplier before rolling damage.
Okay.
It's like sorry, add
that-
2 to the damage before adding any multipliers.
Hold on. What's fork damage?
I believe we call that a small knife, so 1d4 minus 1,
D4 minus 1.
and then +2 times strength, and then that damage doubled because she has no armor on her thigh.
And
At least
Strength.
she does, but it's the robe, and you are very obviously.
Well, yeah, it's piercing armor basically.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Jesus
saying like
Christ.
even beyond that, like very clearly, Zombie is saying that he wants to like get underneath her armor and stab her in like an armor spot. Yeah. Which
So
I think is
what's-
totally cool.
What's the multiplier for my success levels? Where does that go?
That's
Before
before
any-
everything else. Before you go times for strength and times for it being bladed.
Okay, so it's 1d4 minus 1
Yeah.
plus 2 times strength. All of that multiplied by 2
Yeah.
plus 2. Because
No.
my
The
martial
two.
arts.
Okay, so no, it's.
No. The plus 2 on the end is for my martial arts.
Oh, okay. Well, that only applies to Barry.
Oh wait, no. Sorry, I'm not using martial arts. It's
No,
melee.
hit.
Okay, yeah. It's just melee. So, but no. So minus the plus 2 at the very end. But yeah, aside from that, you.
That is very strange. 24.
Okay, that's enough to basically put her into like, yeah, that's like crippling damage. So yeah, as B turns and's like, this kid, you suddenly jump up behind her, stab her in the leg, blood starts squirting out of her leg, and she like falls to the ground screaming, like throwing her arms like going, "Not again!"
Meanwhile, angry as fuck Bailey.
Okay.
B, I've been tired of your shit.
I'm
One after
bleeding
the
from
next.
my leg.
She steps on your leg.
To be fair, that's probably halting the bleeding out process.
Oh, yeah.
Bailey, she holds up a hand, like her one like good arm, towards Bailey, like, "Don't do this. I promise. It'll only end in tragedy."
She stops for a moment. Her eyes visibly clear, although it's like, the day after you get high, so it's like, no. No, but, God.
Man, that was a wild party.
I'm sorry,
Huh?
children who watch this, even though most of you are within 18 to 25 years of age. But yeah, she then grabs her hand.
She's like, the hand is like semi-covered in the robe. By the way, it's like
Yeah,
holding it up. Yeah, like so.
It
Like, she
should,
grabs
it
the
should have been 36 damage because I
Okay,
hit
so in that case,
vital point.
it's still crippling damage.
yeah. Actually,
It
hold
doesn't-
on. What did you say it was originally? Because I'll add that to it.
24. I
Okay,
think,
so
yeah.
that's down to
That's 12 more damage.
yeah. So she's down to 7 hit points.
Fuck.
'Cause it's times 3 multiplier because it was 2 vital.
Okay, yeah.
Vital area is usually talking head or heart.
Oh,
but-
actually, no, because we didn't calculate that for me punching in the face, so we're not gonna calculate it, the vital area there.
Yeah,
Okay, fair enough.
so it's still the 24 then?
Yeah, it's still 24, so she's still at 19 rather than 7.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, Bailey grabs her, lifts her up, obviously removing her foot from the fucking stab. I think that would probably break her leg.
Well, is it, like, no, because basically that would require like a lot of strength to like break someone's leg by like trying to like yank
femur,
on their
yeah.
arm. That'd be more likely to dislocate their arm, and that's again.
See,
only
when I'm
assuming-
imagining this, is the whatever. It's fine. Who cares?
Yeah.
Cinematic. But,
Well, again, like the way it would work is she'd dislocate.
yeah,
the arm.
yeah. I know the logic. It's fine. It's fine. It didn't even happen. So it's like she picks her up camaraderie-wise, using the "I'm not gay" handshake, like at the end of Deep Blue Sea,
Yeah.
and
Like, yeah. Like, he looks in Bailey's eyes and says, "Please don't do this."
and then she hugs you.
B looks incredibly confused and surprised, and
No hugs! My weakness.
and slowly like pulls her robed arm around Bailey and holds her back.
Just leave, B.
Are you all
Please.
right?
Yeah, I am.
Promise me.
Yeah.
She suddenly starts.
I want to do something really evil.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me say one more thing, and then.
Yeah, go
Then
on,
we'll
go on.
see the
You,
evil
I will,
shit.
you guys do
So
what you
as,
need to
as
do.
she hugs him and says that hugs B and tells her that she's fine, B, like, for the first time in like since the like when they were traveling together back in part 1, like suddenly just like holds Bailey close and starts crying.
Oh. Oh. Allison and Jacqueline finally make their way out of the fucking car.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, same with that.
Allison is looking surprised, but like reassured, like, oh my god, this actually is all working out. Like,
and then she suplexes her. No.
no, I'm
She drops her head against the concrete and just keeps smashing. No.
like, I think I know what's about to happen,
But,
and so like yeah, Allison like slow motion like steps out of the thing like, oh, it's all good. And then I assume.
Oh god, I feel bad for saying this. Okay,
Do it.
Madison, she made like a jumping dive to stab the fork into B before, so she is now gotten up from falling over from that, and she points with one hand towards B, and with the other arm draws a finger across her neck, and says, "This fight isn't over. Stay out of it." And then Neapolitan dives for Bailey. And attempts to tear up her face for interrupting the fight.
Okay. Bailey's gonna
So-
do a counter hit maneuver. Alright. You get to roll damage with the bird.
Well, I
Oh.
hit? Yeah. Oh no,
Oh,
if you're going for
she's
counter
doing
hit, then-
counter hit, meaning she gets guaranteed hit by the bird. But
She gets countered.
yeah.
Okay. Well, let's say that the talons count as a large knife.
How much is the large knife damage? Is the
D4
first
times strength.
fine? Yeah, fine. That's
And then Bailey died.
that might happen.
Oh,
We'll see.
Can I go for a vital strike this time? A neck throat?
that one's on the GM. I would personally say no, just because we've excluded up to this point, but Belial, your call is to whether or not you want that to be part of it.
I'm gonna flip a coin.
Fair enough.
Low or high? For whichever one. Which one do you say is low?
Low.
Low is
Or
the.
yes.
Oh, okay. It's high, so no.
Okay.
Alright. Roll damage.
4 times strength. 4 times, what is the strength? Times 4.
It does 90 damage.
Uh,
Split.
8 damage. And then factoring in cutting damage for unarmored. What's that? Doubled?
Doubled, yeah.
So 16 damage.
16. Oh, oof. That's quite a bit.
Jesus. Fucking
Yes,
scything
points.
talons up in this bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is quite a lot of damage there. So
This is why
she
I'm
starts.
glad I got shark mail.
She starts bleeding out of her fucking throat, but she gets to counter hit the bird.
Here we go.
Oh, boy, stand punch, eh? Ugh, what a
Unbeknownst to you,
Punch.
Belial, Neapolitan was a stand user from the start.
Oh, I just rolled a 10. Oh my fucking god. This is the
Oh,
first
God.
10 in like a long ass time. Oh, what the fuck? Another 10.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, it's a 7. Okay. It wasn't going to reach crazy levels. It's just kind of crazy. Okay, so
Growing.
Only
a
mildly.
10 plus a 10, and then what's the 7? It's just a 3, right? Just because
Well, it's that would be 18 then.
Was it?
Because the first 10 is 10, the second 10 is 5, and the 7 would be a.
Three.
Oh, the 7 would be a 2, because the way I work it out in my head is just -5, even though that's not actually what it says, but it works. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just do that.
And
So it's 18, right?
So 17 if you're doing the -5 thing.
Okay. I'll do that. So 17. That's not
Five
even
success
incorporating the other shit.
yeah, just an excellent roll right there.
Oh, 24.
That'll be
and
7.
That's the hit. You have to
So-
roll
so
a
this-
dodge.
This bird is just gonna be splattered.
Oh, there's a good likelihood.
Bird
It's
person,
possible.
no!
The thing is,
Oh my
he doesn't
God.
get any bonus. He doesn't get any bonuses because he doesn't have skills or
Yeah.
Yeah.
qualities or anything. So he's just a 1d10 plus 3.
Squawk!
Oh, poor kid.
I could add one of Madison's drama points, but I won't because I need to save that.
I need to
That's a
save my
7.
actual character. So a 7? Is that
Yes, a 7.
okay? You
7.
audience, vote in the description. Is 24 higher than 7?
The answer might surprise you.
Thanks, might
dun,
surprise
dun.
you.
BuzzFeed
Yeah,
article.
but time to roll damage. My God,
It's number Wang.
That's number Wang.
wait, what?
No,
What?
it's
Don't
a
worry.
joke.
It's a meme. Ha! I get it. It's a funny joke. Okay, now let's pull up the damage counter.
Actually,
Okay.
I'll do it a 93 for an April Fool's joke that I won't spoil on stream, but it ties into number Wang pretty closely.
Okay, let's. Oh wow, that's a really shit roll for damage, but that's fine.
Yeah, but it's a bird. Like,
A is a bird. B, you have 7 success levels. And then A, power stand.
Oh yeah, it is a success. I forgot. It is success. Fuck.
Yeah.
So you do it before the multiplication of strength, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
success levels are added, and then all the multipliers to the damage.
My
Oh
goodness.
my.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This bird is not going to live.
Bye bye, birdie.
God fucking damn it.
Oh no. That's 32 damage.
That would nearly kill
See,
me.
see, above mentioned bird person, no.
What
so
was the damage, sorry?
32.
32. Okay. He's at -7.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what I want to roll for that is, until you reach the level of 10, there's no actual risk of them dying, but roll a d10 plus constitution, plus willpower, plus any levels of hard to kill, -7 as a consciousness test.
Plus 3.
It's
Actually
unconscious.
4. He's got 4. He's got 4.
the bird is out.
I rolled a 10!
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
well.
never mind. The bird's awake.
I will say
It's-
that Mitch has 22 health. So that would put him immediately into -10.
My bird is stronger than you.
Mitch is not
Well,
a
to be
strong
fair-
man.
To be fair, the bird is now probably crippled to the nth degree, which means it can't fly at this point. So
Well, here's what you do. You make it Phoenix Bird. Phoenix Neapolitan. And then it becomes a cyborg bird. In order to... After all, we do know that the best weapon against vampires is cyborgs.
Perfect.
what?
Yeah.
What is that from?
JoJo.
Rick and Morty joke, yeah.
Well, Phoenix person, yes.
Yeah.
That's
The
As-
other ones, yeah.
the other
The other
one's
one's-
reference to the Joey JoJos. Yeah. Yeah.
Jimmy Jump.
Yep.
Yep.
Regardless, how did you successfully succeeded in a survival test, right?
Mm-hmm.
Consciousness.
Okay.
Madison's turn now.
Well, you do that while Bailey grabs her throat while it's bleeding out.
Bailey!
How much does bleed damage do again?
1 point per turn until treated with medical aid.
All right.
Oh, I can provide that.
Also, if you go into negatives, when you start making survival tests, each additional test you make is at a -1
Yeah.
until you are like medically taken care of. So even if you're like at -10 and like you have you have like +12 to your constitution to not die, like you will eventually like guaranteed die no matter how good at rolling you are. Like the numbers will just slowly build up until it gets to that point.
Does she look like she's gotten the point, Bailey? If you got the point, stay out of my fucking way.
Oh my god. She can't speak right now. She's gargling with blood.
She responds with gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
Do you want Ed to roll initiative or just nah?
Yeah, totes.
Yeah,
Everyone roll initiative
Like,
if
you
they're
can
getting
decide whether or not
involved.
to get involved.
If you want to get
Yeah.
involved, then yeah.
I already was involved, so does that mean I had to re-roll it?
No,
'Cause
no,
it seems
no.
I've been
Like,
passed
anyone who
over.
hasn't already rolled.
No, it was because Bailey had a 15. She had a 15, so she was above B at the time. She showed, and then she showed up and then did the thing.
And for the record, the other members of the order are probably going to get involved now since, like,
Oh yeah.
Bird attacking Bailey was not part of the initial one-on-one implied agreement. They're probably they might still like
I wrote Mitch.
if B says so, not directly attack Madison, just try and stop the fucking bird from flying out.
Okay, so even Ed's better than B at initiative rolls. Okay.
No, I just rolled a 10.
No, I know, but
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you got higher. You still scored.
Yeah.
better.
regardless, yeah. So I'm gonna.
What attack should I make this time?
Are you going to stab B again?
I'm 10.
Yeah.
You're fucking stabbing and just.
You've just won. Like,
Well, Madison B's still alive and breathing, so I mean, like.
yeah,
really
but
won.
it's not like it's not like Madison kills people for fun or to prove a point
Well,
either.
let's find out what Madison actually does.
That's true.
Well, I meant judging judging up until now behavior. This might be a different story. So
How is B after? So
Oh,
B's
she's-
leg is
Yeah, she's
damaged and
badly hurt. Like her leg is basically.
Bailey's just gone flailing back. So has B perhaps fallen over?
B's kind of
just
crumpled onto her like. I don't know, she sort of like flopped over onto her butt and one good leg with the other leg sprawled out. And just from the way I'm envisioning this in my head with like the particular arm she lost and where you would have been stabbing her from behind, is Madison left or right-handed?
She can use both equally well.
Which
She's
hand was
ambidextrous.
she using in the time?
Right, I suppose.
In that case, yeah, basically her missing right arm and her right leg are both now incapacitated, so she's leaning heavily on her left.
Oh my god, I can just imagine this. She
I would like
destroys
to-
her. Imagine this. She destroys her right leg, and that way she only has her left, she only has her left arm and her left leg.
It's like the man who was run over with a
awesome.
shitty
I
joke.
would like to go for a boot scrape,
Okay.
which is sticking the heel of your shoe in the opponent's eye and then twisting it.
Fuck! Hell!
Yeah, she's
God.
really trying to defend herself, though she's at a severe penalty due to missing her entire right side.
She's all left
Actually,
now.
let's do a rake of the face.
Okay.
Claw at the opponent's face with fingernails on a successful rake of the face, an intelligence task. You are defended for 4 turns.
Defenseless for 4 turns?
You are blinded for 4 turns. Sorry,
Okay.
I don't know why I read that. Okay, so my first roll would be a regular attack.
Defended with intelligence. What is this?
It's the wrestling stuff. Like the wrestling stuff has a lot of rules for like basically not making intelligence and perception stuff a dump stat by including them into parts of the way you'd fight. So like a lot of like dirty tricks and stuff are done using intelligence.
Okay, there's a 13.
Okay. She's going to try and defend herself. Leal, what type of penalty would you say would apply?
What type of penalty would apply to B?
To be defending herself. I'm going to be using a parry as opposed to a dodge, but what type of penalty from, her recent injuries?
We'll say it's kind of like a crippled leg, so that would be a minus 2, I believe.
Okay, fair enough.
I believe that's what the book says.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right. So, okay, so boop-a-doop-a-doop. 17 plus 23 plus 27.
Is that including your stand power?
Yeah, that's including the stand power. Basically, like she turns and like holds out an arm to like block your wrist because she saw it coming with her stand. And like as she does so, you just see like like through this blur of tears in her eyes, like she's gone from calm to like angry, but like like in a kind of cold, calculating way to like balls out fury.
You kids, you're
Murder.
killing each other. Oh, didn't expect this to last this long.
You monster.
Says the lady who attacked a 10-year-old.
The lady who actually let the 10-year-old attack her first, but yeah.
Literally thinks that getting into a fight with a 10-year-old is something that would prove
the
a
10-year-old
point.
stabbed her in the leg and also clawed out the throat of one of our teammates.
April, you know how it feels.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
For
I'm
this
just saying.
entire
No, I know.
Pod-
I agree.
Kettle.
Yeah.
Black. Just saying.
If you say this out loud, B is going to probably crush your throat. And actually, she probably won't because she's probably going to die. But we'll find out what happens. Yeah.
He knows what it's like to be
Zombie,
me.
does Madison say anything in reply to B basically like starting to lose her mind in fury?
I don't know. I want to say something, but I can't think of anything.
Okay. So it's question mark yet? Next?
That was Bailey,
Okay, so... Okay.
who is bleeding out. I'm gonna say that she's not gonna
Okay, so...
do things while she's
B
bleeding.
goes next. No, actually, no, Andrew goes next. Ed goes next.
Ed goes next.
Yeah, here you go.
Ed after
Edward,
getting out.
Let's see where your
Fred is
allegiances lie.
After jumping out of the car and struggling with some of the paint, he climbs back onto the car, puts his hand on the hood, and just takes it off using his
You're going to
telekinesis.
take that hood off.
Yes.
Please tell me you're standing on the glass.
Yes, he is.
Okay, good, because otherwise that would be very painful for Edward very shortly.
I thought you were
It's not-
gonna say, then he would scratch the pain if he wasn't.
I mean,
No,
that's
no,
the
I'm
least
saying that
that's
the
fun.
engine
That's
is
not your
still
house.
hot.
I mean,
Yeah.
not your car.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So after doing this, he's going to try to hop off of the car and into the fray. Oh, he rolled a 10. Wow.
Alright.
And an 8. So 13, 14 on the jump, which I assume passes. Bailey?
What? Oh,
14 passes
yeah.
the jump. Okay. So after doing so, he holds on to the hood as if it was a shield, standing next to Madison. The hell are you doing this for?
He's defending Madison?
He,
Yeah.
yes,
Looks like it.
inherent.
Right after that I tore out Bailey's throat?
Well, you did. The bird did.
The bird did.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
He actually does not know that the bird is under your control.
Oh my god! Yes! I am a true villain!
Madison did nothing
say
wrong.
That is his logic. He does not know that the bird is hers.
Oh no. Oh no.
So who's he saying this to?
He is saying this to Madison for why the fuck did you just strike this elderly woman
Oh, I
that
thought
he
you were
doesn't...
saying that to... I'm sorry. I misinterpreted the whole situation.
He's kind of on the fence about things, but he's asking why the fuck are you doing it.
She's trying to kidnap me!
With this, he holds his shield out in front of him to defend her.
You've got to be
And so
fucking
ends.
kidding me.
Look at this fucking pile of shit.
All of these.
This is what happens when you do combat in a custom system, everyone. Don't put too many
This is
stands
what
in one
happens when you have like
place.
a million stand users. And so-
A million characters.
Hey, who knew that I'm going to standardize this so that it fucking
it'll
isn't a
probably be
clusterfuck like this?
Okay, so you're going to try and defend her?
Yeah,
All right.
and that's his turn.
Yeah, B. So it's B's turn then.
Yeah.
So yeah, B like glares daggers at you. Says, "Boy, you have no idea what you're doing." And I'm past the point of caring. And she like yanks the fork from her leg, like throws it aside, and is going to try and dodge past you and like deliver a coup de grace against Madison.
Alright. Okay, this dice is being fucking loaded. I'm just gonna not roll that die,
And I'm
because it
going
just
to
rolled
use,
another 10.
What? Who knew? Winterbot loaded dice? What?
But okay, so and I'm gonna use these drama points on this one because this is about as dramatically appropriate as they come.
Yeah, no.
It was I.
What are you rolling for, Duhad? Are you rolling to dodge?
This is for the martial arts. She's
Winter?
basically trying to like dive underneath Edward and to attack you. So basically, you both get to make like defensive actions, and if either succeeds, she will be thwarted.
Oh,
Okay. Well, my strength or my dex?
Tax, I assume, Belial?
You're defending with a block, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't
With
it
a
be
large
strength?
object.
Yeah, wouldn't it be a strength?
Yeah, I guess
Because you're
it's-
trying to resist their attack.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
fair.
Alright.
Yeah, it's not that you're trying to catch their attack, it's that you're trying to resist it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7.
Did you know I had a super gun? And it shoots bullets made of fire.
15 on my defense. No. 18.
Okay, and Madison?
I'm just trying to find the rules for block.
It's basically make a parry attempt using your melee or brawling or martial arts.
Okay. So what's a parry?
What was it? It's you
what's a
make an
parry?
attack. You make the equivalent of an attack roll, but you're trying to succeed in order to prevent damage from being dealt to you directly.
Equivalent of an attack roll. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
I'll do
just
that
try to attack.
35.
12?
Yeah, that's not going to succeed either. So she
If
got
my
a,
18 failed, yeah.
B got a total of the equivalent of a 35. Add +1 for
Oh,
the edge roll
what
for
the
every
fuck,
additional
that's
success
crazy.
level. So
Oh wait, I forgot to draw a point.
Damn point.
yeah, draw a point. I kind of felt I would need it. Turns out didn't really so much, but
It's dramatic.
yeah. So, 8 times. Luckily, she's still just punching you, but unluckily, she's punching you really, really fucking hard. 16, 19 times 3 is... I'm gonna need a calculator real fast. So yeah, so she lunges forward and hits Madison like basically straight into the gut so hard that it does 57 points of damage.
Fuck. Oh my god, what the fuck is... Jesus.
Both of Madison.
Hey, Zombie Cam, tell me if you die.
That's kind of where we're at.
As the punch lands, there's like flashbacks to when Revolver got
Oh god.
all of her organs.
She's just confused 'cause she's like, who the fuck
Wait,
is
who's
that?
this woman?
Madison, what did you say? 57.
57 his damage.
All right, I'm gonna have to punch this into a calculator.
Probably.
I think she might make this.
Oh shit.
What?
That's
Oh shit!
negative 42.
Yeah, negative 42, so that's a -4 to your survival test. But it is going to be a -42 to your like consciousness test.
Yeah, that's true. Keep in mind, you have 6 willpower right now because of adrenaline surge.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, so what's the survival test? I won't bother rolling the bloody.
Strength plus willpower plus any levels of hard to kill for your
Strength plus willpower.
I thought it was con plus willpower.
Sorry, con plus willpower. Sorry.
Yeah, and also any levels of hard to kill, and I think there's actually a skill for it too.
No, there's not.
If you said it was strength, do you know what he would have? He would have a plus 12 from just the tribute bonuses.
I have a plus 11 anyway. But
Oh.
Yeah.
that's
Even with
a
minus
16.
Yeah, so you're alive. Now roll your consciousness test, which is the same except replace hard to kill levels with pain resistance, the quality.
Okay.
And
so
also
that's
with a
negative.
much heavier debuff.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, and minus
Madison,
42.
that's a negative 28.
Wait,
So-
I think there does, what is it called? I think does Nerves of Steel add
No,
a
no, no,
plus
we-
1 to
we
it?
were- no, we
I
were
thought
looking at-
Nerves of Steel added plus 1 to your
It
consciousness.
might, but either way, he got.
It doesn't
negative
matter.
20,
It would have failed.
So yeah, if Belial allows you can have like 1 turn's worth of like dramatic dialogue before you fall unconscious. But
No, that's okay. Madison goes flying back
Yeah,
and
just
falls
fucking
into a bunch of
out.
brambles or something.
Mm-hmm. No.
B like clenches your fist slowly and says, "That was for Bailey." Meanwhile, Murdoch.
Murdoch's gonna be firing 2 arrows because his original bow is faster than his new one.
Okay.
He's gonna be firing both of them with the intent that they will become essentially wraps to stop the bleeding.
I think Delilah is currently dealing with like the bleeding on Bailey.
Deli? Yeah.
Delia's. Yeah,
All right. Then in which case,
You can see her
In which
basically
case-
using her shit as a surgical laser
Oh, that's
to
cool.
sew it together using cauterization, meaning that she's going to have a giant scar on her throat. It's just, yeah,
This
and just
would
on B
take
then.
that shit.
on Bailey is.
No, I'm saying I'm just shooting at B then.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Like the one who just got knocked the fuck out.
To be fair,
Yeah.
the one who got knocked the
I'll be
fuck
handling
out
that.
Yeah.
Did
is
that.
also a psycho.
Like,
Yeah, I know.
um,
I'm joking. Hello.
so stand power is at a B. So, but I don't make that anyway. Total of 19.
Hmm. total of 19.
Yeah, just to hit the dumbed leg.
Okay. Well, roll the thing.
Roll the randomizer.
No, I mean B.
Oh,
First.
okay.
Roll the
B.
dodge.
Roll.
You'll roll the randomizer after the defense roll.
Okay, well, B's kind of distracted and sort of in like the state now where she's starting to like just sort of fall to pieces because she did what she came to
Oh,
do.
so you're just gonna let it hit?
Yeah, like she just hit Madsen out. Her leg is like dragging. Her one arm is missing. She just lets it happen. She's ready
Alright.
to
She's
die.
missing some of her organs still.
What was that?
She's missing some of her organs still.
Medicine? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We
yeah,
haven't even gotten to the
Yeah.
puzzle yet.
Forgotten
You
about
haven't
that
even
plot
gotten
point.
to the puzzle yet. God fucking damn.
well, we might
Randomizer
not
is
have to
8.
go to the puzzle anymore.
Well, that is true. If she dies,
Yeah,
there's
she's been treated. Every turn she's going to take another survival test and increasing -1 penalty.
yeah. But anyway, what was the intent of your arrow, Murdoch?
To bandage the wound and stop the bleeding.
Roll me a d10.
I did. I said a randomizer was 8.
Oh, okay. So, okay. I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you didn't roll low because that would have
Just
really sucked.
fucking arrow.
Just like made it worse.
You could just pour lemon juice in there, basically.
It just becomes a lemon and flies across. Oh,
Yeah, and it's like half a lemon, and then the end of the lemon like squeezes into the fucking.
Jesus.
No, but no, it ends up being one of those large pad band-aids. So it's not like a proper bandage, but instead it's like a big pad band-aid, and it just slaps right on. And like the end of the arrow, like the stick part, is still like sticking out of it, so it kind of looks like your Achilles with the arrow in your leg, but it's a bandage. Yeah.
So okay. So next up is MCA, who is going to like get a determined look on, like a grimly determined look on her face, and runs off after the rolling away child.
Mm-hmm.
And basically when we get to the, she'll basically reach her at the start of next turn. I'm guessing just like she's not going to be involved in the combat or any of the ongoing catastrophications.
Mm-hmm. Now it's Mitch and Jacqueline. I'll let you go first, Mitch, because you're a player.
Mitch seeing MCA running over to Madison will also run over to try to help assist in making sure she doesn't die if that's what her intent is, or defending her, depending upon the intent that he sees.
So
He's moving
Madison
over
is
there.
a villain because
Well, he doesn't want anyone to die. That is his thing.
Madison is
I'm not a
so
villain.
good at influencing everyone. You literally said you're the
said
best villain
you're
ever.
true villain.
Like in your own words, I am the best.
Yeah.
villain.
Yeah, I did, not Madison.
No,
Madison's
yeah,
a
no,
good guy.
Yeah, but basically one of the ethereal beings puppeting her literally says, "I am a villain."
Yeah, it's like,
I said that about all my characters.
You
And
say
they're all
your
good
characters
people.
are villains.
we
Wait, whatever.
can argue the morality of the character later on. I do still like her.
Anyway,
but anyway.
So I'm assuming Mitch
Jacqueline.
is
Yeah.
just making his way. Okay, so
Yeah, he's running
Jacqueline.
over.
I don't fucking know what Jacqueline's gonna do. Probably assist in helping properly fix B.
Yeah.
Albeit, even though she fucking doesn't.
She doesn't really know B at all.
Yeah. Well, she knows of B.
She knows of B, but like, yeah, at this moment, basically, there's just a giant scrum of like people fighting, most of whom she has never met before.
Yeah. It's like the end of Anchorman.
Yeah, basically. So Neapolitan.
All right, now it's Neapolitan's turn again. His bloody ass claws, his talons.
He
And his crippled
he's-
body.
no
Oh,
longer
yeah.
flying,
Well,
and
yeah.
he claws his way over to Madison's side.
Okay, so the 3 of them are all going to have a big meetup around Madison when the next turn starts. Then. All right, so finally, Alice. Yes.
Can
Allison,
can we get some Jesus imagery? Madison's like caught in in the brambles and her arms are out to the side.
Okay, I know how I can play into that imagery in the next turn, but so yeah, Allison.
I want to draw that now.
Allison looks around like
Fucking
really.
Madison,
Everyone's
like,
gathering
holy-
around,
Yeah.
it's like making offerings and trying to help her.
Like suddenly realizing
Oh.
that no one is really fighting or engaging anymore. She decides, well, my boss and my best friend are currently like over there dealing with, healing stuff. I guess I'm going to help them.
Fucking.
So that's I think that's everybody in this turn.
Yeah. Oh god.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's Madison again.
Okay.
Who needs to roll to stay alive?
Alright. roll to stay alive.
So you're a -1 from the last time.
I'm busy. Bye.
That's a 7. 7? Hold on, wait.
Oh.
It's a -5 for the.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's now -5 for the survival test.
Yeah, that's a 7. Madison's dead.
Oh my.
Hey, so you know what I said about that? So fun little thing. Roll me zombie cam. What's your willpower?
6.
How many levels of sync did we agree to give you?
I don't know. I don't think we came to.
I think it was 2, right?
Yeah, but I still want to be able to. Did we ever talk about me being able to punch stands?
What? I have no idea if we talked about that. But anyway,
Okay.
so that's 6. 6 times 2, right? Right? I think that's how it works. But anyway, you all take 12 endurance point damage. All of you. Everyone in range. Everyone.
Oh god.
Except for Madison, of course. But
Do all their stands get like pulled slightly towards her, like a vacuum now?
we'll see.
Yeah, everyone's really jerks for it. Like, what the hell?
11 for. It still has 11 left, and Mitch.
Okay, so are we still going in order, or are we just gonna do this scene by scene now that like the fighting is basically stopped? Okay, so
Yeah.
so why don't we start with Madison's body, because like that seems to be kind of the core of what's going on.
Oh,
So yeah, so Edward, MCA, and Neapolitan arrive at the body as like they're suddenly jerked forward by this like yanking
Mitch.
sensation.
mm-hmm.
Mitch. And MCA says, "What the hell is going on?"
I don't know. That was weird.
She bends down and like feels for the pulse and says, "She's dead." She slowly lifts the body in her arms.
And then Tekken style throws her off.
Lifts her over her head and throws her into the lava. No, no, like she very gently lifts her up and starts to.
I didn't know that Madison was going to become the devil. No.
The devil gene inside of Madison has activated.
Who knew? No,
But no, she
Radical.
slowly
The
lifts.
devil gene.
that's actually a Tekken thing, yeah.
That's a
Character
good-
idea number 54.
Excellent. But yeah, so NCA lifts her up very gently and starts to walk her back and says to Mitch, like, I think we're done here.
Mitch is like paralyzed and fear, insanity, everything. All he can do is slowly nod his head,
It's like,
going to assist in the carrying of the body, if if wanted.
It's a tiny body. It's a tiny body.
Yeah.
She doesn't really have any trouble with it. MCA is a pretty strong lady, so she's like
Yeah, so he's just falling behind her then.
yeah, like a funeral procession.
Yeah. He can't
Girl.
say anything.
Is dead.
Oh.
There was much wailing and gnashing of teeth.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Bailey's unconscious because she was already suffering hard from that. What do you expect from that shit?
Yeah.
Now I would imagine
Apparently-
B is probably.
B's like barely conscious, like she's being
Yeah.
tended to, but she's like kind of like just looking around like sightlessly at the faces above her and asking for Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, like
So,
she's as she starts to fade, she starts asking for Edward and for not for Edward, for Kintu and Tom and eventually Alan, and then she passes out, not away. She died. She passes.
She passes away. Fuck off.
Everyone's dead. Ah.
Not everyone, just one person.
I was making.
And then one person that is literally a ticking time bomb of death.
Oh, you haven't noticed the trend? Oh boy. Awesome.
Yeah. But, I'm gonna walk over, check the pockets for, identification on B.
Like Madison and Allison and MCA basically like stopped and like, what the hell are you doing?
Well, she just murdered a child in cold blood, so I need to know her actual
Okay,
name.
A, it was a fight, and B, don't fucking touch the pockets of the boss. Show me respect.
Well, even so, it's good to have something for the paramedics, if we are going to save her life.
We,
Which-
we, and then Allison, like, who kind of says we, and like MCA shaves her head. They'll take her back somewhere safe. They'll take care of the medical needs.
Mm-hmm.
It's over.
So, if I was not a time bomb, I look at the other two.
Mm-hmm.
You two would be next. And then I walk off.
MCA looks at Allison. Allison just shakes her like, don't even bother. It's not worth it.
Come on, I need to go get a kidney.
This kid is dead, you son of a bitch.
Edward is
that
standing
was
in
a
the
joke.
background. Absolutely.
That was an out of character joke, but
Yeah, fair enough.
he's actually going to get the car started again.
Where have you put Madison's body, by the way?
Well, let's
They're
see.
carrying it.
Really been played.
Yeah,
this
we're
They're in the
going
boot.
to probably give it to Murdoch, since Murdoch seemed to be the person who was like being most paternal to them earlier about Madison earlier. But seeing as he just fucked off without actually showing
No,
much interest,
he was starting the car.
yeah, I know, but like he walked away without even checking the body or anything. So they were like,
He heard he was dead. He was about to kill B.
yeah,
Like,
he,
that
he
was the
looks
thing.
over. He looks over at the others, and MCA calls to Edward and says, "Hey, you're Kintu's kid, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know if she gently kind of like hoists Madison up a little bit, if she had family here, or
She said she didn't have family here out of country, I believe.
do you know who'd be taking care of funeral arrangements for her?
I know the place that she was staying at. I can take her there.
Do you have any next of kin? Anyone you can contact?
I'll
You
see
have one
what
number in your pocket that you got when you were in that other town.
Oh yeah. He nods and holds his hands out for the body. I got this.
All right, here you go. She very gently passes it over
To Edward?
to Edward.
This is Edward?
Yeah,
Yes.
as your truest friend in life, it's only right that you carry her on from death.
From this, he has to take a little bit of a chuckle. Oh, I hated her for like half a year, but not half a year, more like a few months. But
It's only
Yeah,
been
yeah.
like a couple of months.
yeah,
At that,
but he's hated her the whole time.
yeah, at
until this
that,
point.
MCA actually looks really like.
It's been like less than
Yeah.
a month still.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
MCA looks
but
like really kind of depressed and brushes some hair off Madison's dead face and says, "Poor kid."
Oh yeah. So at the after Murdoch gets the car started, he's gonna turn back. He's like, Mitch,
Yeah.
paint.
Just use water.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jacqueline starts grabbing handfuls of snow and melting it in her hands at an accelerated rate, and then just splashing it on the tires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're one of those. He's looking at the person who's carrying Madison. You're one of those order people, right?
Edward.
No,
Is
the
one of
one
those
carrying
three.
the one that
Edward
was
is
carrying
not
Madison.
carrying. Yeah, MCA looks at you and says, "What of it?" She taps the little badge on her chest and says, "Yeah, no."
You saw this, right? This that happened here. All of it was wrong.
You're,
Know that,
You're preaching to the choir, buddy.
right? You follow a child murderer, and that's when I will turn and walk back with Edward.
She shakes her head and basically just goes, "Some fucking people."
What was that?
Said some fucking people. Come on. She nods to you, Dahlia, and says, "We gotta get V out of here."
It's Delhi.
Dahlia, shit, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got it wrong too.
yeah
We changed. Yeah, well, her full name's Delilah, but we just
Yeah.
call her Deli because then it removes from the TM copyright.
Yeah. But yeah, the two of them, I'm assuming, go and collect B and carry her back the way they came.
I imagine they'd also carry Bailey too.
Yeah, actually, yeah, they're probably going to carry her.
Yeah. Murdoch's gonna shout. He's like, "Say, do you have a religion?
Shut up! And they leave.
Do you?"
No, they don't respond after that. They just say shut up and leave.
Now's not the time.
Allison, as you kind of start walking back, is just sitting on the street side, fiddling with her badge, which she's removed from her jacket.
Mitch goes over and sits next to her.
And I guess we
With the body?
No,
Ed's holding
Edward
the
has the
body.
body.
I'm playing two characters.
It's been well established that
The whole two people thing has mixed me up a little bit right now.
Well, yeah, but he said Mitch goes over.
Edward has
I'm
the body
trying
right
to be
now.
as specific as possible.
Mitch, who does
to-
not have the body, sits over
reduce.
by Allison.
Yes.
He sits over by the dead body, who is also by the other unconscious people. They're putting them in a pile.
And Allison says,
And then they're just gonna burn them to stop them.
One of the people has kerosene.
Yeah, I guess we're all screwed up, didn't? I guess we're all screwed up here, aren't we?
Yeah. There's no getting out of this.
I guess not. What are you going to do?
I have no clue. I have given all to the organization, given all to you. I have no idea.
Allison shakes her head and looks at Jacqueline and the others and says, "Well, for what it's worth, I'm staying."
That's good.
Whatever you decide to do, now that she reaches over and grabs your shoulder, I'll always be there for you. You've always
Thank
been a really
you.
good friend, and yeah, whatever happens next, I'll always be your friend.
And I hope, and I know that I will always be your friend.
And yeah, So then I'm assuming we go over to Edward and Murdoch and the bird and Neapolitan.
Yeah.
Neapolitan is sitting on Edward's shoulder.
Just
Edward looks over. So,
You should probably be scared that he's on your shoulder, considering what he just did. His claws are still covered in blood.
Yeah, he's
Dripping
looking.
blood.
Your like vest is fucking covered in blood now.
He wants
Would you-
to freak
We
the
just pretend
fuck.
it's cute.
Yeah.
Pretend it's a cute scene.
He wants to freak the fuck out, but he is unable to, as doing so would possibly make him drop the body that he's holding.
Do you all know where the last puzzle is?
I believe we
Hermione's
agree.
place.
Yeah.
All of you know that it's at Hermione's place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not that we need to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Perez still in the back of the car.
No, she was killed like long ago.
Oh.
Yeah, she was never
Yeah.
actually put in the car.
Oh.
We were stopped by B.
The B-man, the B guy is currently.
Oh yeah,
back
they
at the
shot
house.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, shot her right in the head after she got like several major.
Yeah, Delilah, who didn't get involved in the fight, which is probably a good thing because she can literally like slice people up with a laser.
Yeah.
Well, there goes my character thing that I was gonna do, Perez.
Anyway, is everyone good? You're all loading up in the car now.
Yeah, they're all laying up in their car, and I guess we're
Yeah.
probably going to discuss briefly, like in character, like where we go next.
All right, do that.
Yeah. So Alison looks at at Edward and actually like gives him a pat on the back and says, "It's good to see you back up and walking around again.
What a great time to be up.
Tell me about it. Do you know what our next move is? I suppose we should get the organ to Buckethead, but from there, the Order is not going to get involved again, but we've lost Bailey, we've lost any potential support we could have had from them, and we still haven't dealt with Perez.
Yeah. We've lost all of our friends. And now we're down one.
We're in a pretty hopeless state, aren't we?
But we have to keep going.
No one's questioning.
Jacqueline lights a cigarette.
Yeah, she
Fair
looks at Jacqueline and says, "Jacqueline,
Hmm.
do you know where we might be able to find Perez?
Nice.
Like,
Perez
yeah,
is dead.
not Perez, fuck,
just the dead one.
dude, the fucking dude, the boss, the big boss.
Oh.
Vane.
Vane, yeah, sorry, Vane. Forget I said anything about Perez. I meant Vane the entire time. Do you know where we can find Vane?
Well, I don't know if this is ironic or not, but there might be something at Hermione's place.
Funny.
Well, we're going there anyway.
Oh, it's ironic. I'll tell you that much.
Mhm.
What happened to Perez's body? Is it in the boot of the car? Maybe?
Yeah,
we should probably get it
just
off the street.
dumped it in the boot along with Madison's.
No, Madison. Ed is not allowing that to happen.
I mean, like, are we going? Is Edward going to insist on leaving a body at the side of the road? Rather
No! He's going
Perez?
to keep her.
Yes. Perez will be left there.
Perez is going to be left. Ed is keeping.
Whoa! Allison
Oh,
is not okay
Madison.
with leaving a corpse in the street.
But Perez is going in the boot,
Okay.
and Ed is going to
Well,
hold
when it's
on
her
to
car,
Madison.
she can do something about it.
Okay, you know
What
what?
the
Fine.
fuck?
Fuck you, Murdoch. I'm not going to leave a body out in the street. I'll walk, and after I've called an ambulance for the body.
You can call an ambulance here. You can use my phone,
Fine.
but I'm not taking her in my car.
Fine.
That's all I'm
We're gonna call the ambulance. We're not leaving her in the street. That's just. It's
Ed-
horrible.
That's fair. Kids
Ed
do.
climbs out with Allison. Then
Christ. She's suddenly just like holds her head in her hands. Fran. Madison's friend. Sister of
Yeah.
Bailey. Hell, that whole family. We have to tell them.
Yeah, we do.
God.
We have a lot of ropes to tie up and not a lot of time to do it.
Well, I guess if we all die anyway, it's not going to make much of a difference, and we don't have much else left to lose, so... What do you say we go and finish this thing with Vane, and then anyone who's left standing will have to tell all of the families.
You should probably go get Buckethead.
What was it?
We
Go
should.
get Buckethead.
That
Oh,
is
yeah,
in
that was
the
the
same
Well, yeah,
idea
the-
of going to Hermione's. That it actually
Yeah, he was the one who was sent at Hermione's place in the
Yeah.
first place.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we're going to
So
Hermione's.
after talking,
so as we continue, a sweeping shot over the corpse of Madison, and as we end credits, her eyes open.
Dun dun dun.
Well, we can keep playing. It's only been an hour 50 minutes.
Oh, really? Holy shit.
You've been like 2 hours? Oh man.
Yeah, I guess it's, yeah. Okay.
Can we take a break real quick?
Yeah, okay, we take a...
So let's take a break.
Alright.
We can split into 2 episodes.
Okay, as long as you're ready to go for another hour afterwards, then yeah, sure, we can split it.
I'm ready to go for another
Yeah,
4
yeah.
hours right now.
Okay.
I don't have to do anything.
You-
Yeah,
If we
get
go
to
just
for
have to
4 hours,
silent.
then the campaign will be done. Oh, yeah, Transformer sex noise for the last 2 hours.
Okay, no. I'm sure we can get another hour at least in, so we'll see you guys at
Oh
the
no,
break.
it's been 3 hours.
What? What do you mean?
Yeah, it's been 3
No,
hours.
it's been 3
started
hours in
at
the call, but
6.
the actual game
Oh.
didn't start
Ah,
until after I posted the that joke video. So it actually has been only about like 2 hours.
30.